Where does machine end and humanity begin? Get everything you need to survive in the world of binary domain with the official Binary Domain Strategy e-guide from Brady Games. Visit bradygames.com today for more information. Brady Games, take your game further. On this episode of Urgent Frequency Television, with all the buzz about Lightbox Interactive Starhawk and its signature build and battle system, we give you a sneak peek into the Starhawk public beta and explain what you can build while you battle. Then the Nuketown Hooligans return, and they want you to know your role on the battlefields of Battlefield 3. Then Lt Leadhead celebrates Urgent Fury's birthday with a very special birthday installment of Bullet Points.
Archer 7, this is Viper 1, how copy? Solid Viper 1, over. Archer 7, interrogative, we are approaching waypoint uniform Foxtrot Tango, standing by for Deadeye. ETA until you're down the slide, over. Viper-2 is Oscar Whiskey, we're currently over the top with a cold nose taking on Go Juice. We sure don't want to get bounced while we are AAR, so we'll be turning it over to Dogstar for tactical scan, over. Solid Archer 7, we are eyes on and standing by for a little boom and zoom. Booyah! Viper 1 out.
Well, alright, Frequency Freaks, I'm your host, Jack UK Delhouse, and welcome to another episode of Urgent Frequency Television. Now, before we begin, we have to make sure that everybody here in the PlayStation Home Community Theatre is wearing their proper uniform. And that begins by having your avatar wear the exclusive Urgent Fury Athletic Department t-shirt you received. Nice one. And for a limited time, you can wear one of these babies both virtually and literally. Here's Commander Fury to tell you how.
Thanks, JD. Booyah, Frequency Freaks! Here's your chance to get your grubby little paws on the official Urgent Fury Athletic Department t-shirt, just like the one you have for your PlayStation Home avatar. Just visit urgentfury.com/store. And voila! You'll be right at home in the PlayStation Home Community Theater when you're watching Urgent Frequency Television, and you and your PlayStation Home avatar shall become one. Well, kinda. But hurry, because these bad boys are available for a limited time only. Now keep your feet wet and your powder dry. Hoo-yah! Back to you, Jack.
Cheers for that, mate. Well, over the course of the last few episodes, we've been covering the final stages of development for Lightbox Interactive's Starhawk. So far, what we know about Starhawk is that it's considered the spiritual successor to 2007's Warhawk. We also know that the game is considered a third-person shooter, although it could fit into several other categories. And after recent interviews on Starhawk Radio and our very own podcast, Urgent Frequency, we also know that Lightbox Interactive President Dylan Job and Starhawk's senior producer, Harvard Bonin, both seem to agree that one of the core features of Starhawk is build and battle.
Hey, this is Harvard Bonin. I'm senior producer at Sony Santa Monica. We're here looking at Starhawk here at PAX 2011.
I play Call of Duty, Halo V,
Section 8, Bad Company 2, Red Faction,
TF2, Monday Night Combat,
Dead Space,
Call of Duty, Killzone, Gears of War,
Uncharted and StarCraft.
A lot of Halo.
We're showing off Starhawk right over there. First time we're getting fans out there to try out the game. We're getting a lot of great reactions. Let's see what happens.
Now, I realize there's a handful of you lucky buggers out there who have participated in either the private or public Starhawk beta at some point and may already know what build and battle is. So consider this a public service for those of you out there who didn't participate in either beta and find yourself asking, what is build and battle? As some of you know, the Urgent Fury tournament team has been playing tons of Starhawk since November, and if we're going to talk about Starhawk, then we've got to talk about build and battle. The concept of build and battle is a simple one. What if you could build structures to help your team on the fly on an active battlefield that could instantly swing the tide of any match? That is build and battle. Build and battle is fast, user-friendly, and maybe most importantly, it actually works. But beware, build and battle giveth and build and battle taketh away. Well, a well-placed building will help your team immensely. A poorly placed building can be equally as damaging to your team. Wait, buildings, you ask? Yes, buildings. Keeping in mind that none of this may actually represent the final product, but here's a rundown of the different buildings that we've seen so far. So first, the wall is very straightforward. It has a ladder on one side as well as a turret mount on top. It can be upgraded to a gate which allows teammates to enter a fortification if needed. The Razorback garage deploys the only ground vehicle we have access to in the beta. This 3-seater features a turret on the rear seat and makes for a quick means of getting around the map. You can also use the Razorback for what Starhawk players call bowling, as the driver plows right over enemy players. Then there is the auto turret that automatically locks on to any ground enemy regardless of whether they're on foot or in a vehicle, including the Hawk in its mech form. Now the turret can be destroyed with any gun in the beta, but it should be noted that the sniper rifle can destroy the auto turret in one shot if you hit the center eye between the barrels. You can also sneak up and melee the auto turret with your knife. The sniper tower is also very straightforward, as it gives you a sniper's vantage point high off the ground and also provides the sniper rifle. The pod beacon or outpost is used to expand your base. Once it's deployed, your teammates can spawn in that area and collect valuable rift energy from it. It's also good to remember that while it sounds good in theory, placing 2 pod beacons next to one another or placing one in your main base does not increase rift generation. The supply bunker is your weapons cache. It provides you with the rocket launcher and the shotgun, and it will replenish your grenades as well. When you're inside, players cannot shoot you through the windows, but you can shoot out. Be careful though, enemies can climb a ladder and drop down through an access hatch, making it possible for them to kill you and steal the weapons inside. The Vulture, or jetpack dispenser, gives you the ability to fly short distances and hover. But you have a very limited fuel supply, and once you run out, you drop back to the ground. And you're also a sitting duck when it comes to rocket launchers. The launch pad dispenses Hawks. When you first get into the Hawk, you're in a mech mode and you cannot lock onto anything, but you can aim and fire as needed. To switch to the Hawk, just hit circle and take flight. Once in the air, you have the ability to lock onto other Hawks with either the swarm or homing missiles. Next up is the beam turret, your automatic anti-air defense. This will lock onto both Hawks and Vultures when they're in flight, as well as the Razorback and mechs when they're on the ground. Beam turrets are powerful, but they're also very easy to destroy, so make sure that they are well defended. Finally, the energy shield is a one-way shield that allows players to shoot from the inside out, stopping any inbound weapons. It's extremely easy to destroy the emitter once you're inside the shield, so again, you need to keep the energy shield well protected. So, for more of our continuing coverage of Starhawk, visit urgentfury.com/podcast, then go to episode 93 to hear Commander Fury's exclusive interview with Starhawk senior producer Harvard Bonin. Or, for more info on the public Starhawk beta, visit starhawkthegame.com/public beta. And be sure to stay tuned to UFreak TV for future updates on Starhawk, including intel regarding the massive Starhawk TAC map tournament Urgent Fury is planning to launch sometime this summer. Starhawk from Lightbox Interactive is available May 8, 2012, exclusively for the PlayStation 3.
This is Harvard Bonin, owner and operator of Bonin's Steakhouse. Are you tired of all these other steakhouses promising fast service, only to make you wait upwards of 45 minutes for your meal? Well, I'm here to tell you that at Bonin's, we think that's just unacceptable. You know, in the Old West, a man's word was his bond, and that means something here at Bonin's. So here's my promise to you. You'll get your meal when it's damn good and ready. Look, folks, we're not just cooking your steak, we're cooking everybody's steak. I mean, that's a lot of steak. And while we'd like to drop everything just to accommodate your busy schedule, well, that's just ridiculous. We know you want your meal now, but trust me, good things come to those who wait. I'm Harvard Bonham, and I promise, you'll get it when it's damn good and ready. Bonham Steakhouse, exit 27A off I-75, north of Richmond.
Now that sounds like my kind of steakhouse. Welcome back, frequency freaks. It's time now for that one segment that we can all relate to. And the Nuketown hooligans are back to remind us all why. In this installment of Newb Toob, we find out how important it is to know your role.
Hey gang, this is Viper One here for the Nuketown Hooligans with a few pointers to help you become a more effective warfighter on the battlefields of Battlefield 3. Regardless of your playstyle, Battlefield 3 is one of the few games that not only allows you to play the game your way, but it also gives you all the tools you need to best serve your team. And believe me, when it comes to Battlefield 3, one of the most important things to remember is to know your role. For instance, if you're a battle-hardened run-and-gun commando, you'll likely prefer the Assault Kit. Now, the Assault Kit is built for pure combat. You'll have the choice to move and shoot with a med kit or a secondary weapon like underbarrel grenade launchers or even a shotgun designed specifically for the kit. In either case, the Assault Kit is always equipped with a defibrillator, which allows you to revive downed teammates, which certainly proves valuable in most game modes. Or maybe you have a knack for vehicles, and no game even comes close to Battlefield 3's vehicle combat. If that's the case, then maybe the Engineer Kit is the kit for you. As an engineer, it's your responsibility to repair friendly vehicles or destroy enemy vehicles. But now wait a minute. Before you jump in the closest vehicle for a joyride, here's a few things to consider. If you get in a tank, or any vehicle for that matter on Battlefield 3, be prepared to be part of the crew that actually operates and maintains that vehicle. If you can't drive, well, don't drive. If you're not that good of a pilot, then leave the choppers or jets for players who can actually use them to help the team. If you're the machine gunner in a tank, it's your responsibility to help keep that tank repaired during a fight with an enemy tank. Please don't be the moron that just fires vehicle weapons randomly either. Nothing gives a tank's position away quicker than the sound of a 50 caliber machine gun with tracer rounds flying all over the place. Also, nothing makes me crazier than the guy who jumps in the closest vehicle just so he'll have a ride to an objective. Please consider your team and use the vehicles as efficiently and effectively as possible. Maybe you're a bit more conservative than the players who use the Assault Kit. No problem, just load out with the Support Kit. The Support Kit serves many purposes in the battle space. Typically, you'll deploy with a high-capacity, light machine gun as your primary weapon, which is perfect for suppressing enemy squads who mean to do you or your teammates harm. Not only can you replenish your teammates' ammunition using the Support Kit, but you'll also have anti-personnel weapons like Claymore mines, a M224 mortar, and even a batch of C4 at your disposal. And of course, for all you snipers out there, the Recon Kit was made with you in mind. We all know that a good sniper is valuable to any team, but the tools available to players while using the Recon Kit often makes an average sniper downright dangerous. Whether you utilize the mobile spawn beacon, the motion sensor, the micro air vehicle or MAV, or the SOFLAM laser designator, you'll find everything you need to be a real burden to the enemy in the Recon Kit. And there you have it, a breakdown of the 4 kits available to players in Battlefield 3. Join us next time and we'll go down the list of each of Battlefield 3's game modes. Plus, we'll pass along a few simple strategies that can help any squad come up all aces on the scoreboard. I'm Viper One for the Nuketown Hooligans. Be sure to visit and subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Nuketown Hooligans, all one word. Until next time, doom on you, Mr. Tango. And remember, everybody was a noob once.
Well, I don't know about you, but I feel I'm already a little better at Battlefield 3. Cheers, lads. Now stay put. Lt Leadhead throws a birthday party and you're all invited. It's on the way next.
Next time on Urgent Frequency Television. After the huge success of Battlefield 3, Electronic Arts gets amped up for the release of BioWare's Mass Effect 3, so we preview the game that the VGAs called the most anticipated game of 2011. Then the Nuketown Hooligans return with a look at Battlefield 3's multiplayer game modes and another installment of Newb Toob. Plus the Urgent Fury Kill House returns. It's all next time on Urgent Frequency Television, exclusively on PlayStation Home. Be sure to visit www.urgentfury.com for more information about Urgent Fury or Urgent Frequency Television. Urgent Fury. Win with honor. Lose with dignity.
Happy birthday indeed to every member of the Urgent Fury community. Without you, Urgent Frequency Television could have never happened. So, as we celebrate another year together, let's wrap up this episode of YouFreak TV, brought to you by the world's hottest tactical gaming community, UrgentFury.com. And be sure to send any questions, comments, or suggestions you might have to YouFreakTV@UrgentFury.com. Also, don't forget to network with us via Twitter, on Facebook, the official Urgent Fury blog Urgent Fury Unleashed, and on our blip.tv channel. Well, I'm Jack Dalehouse. Thanks very much for watching, and remember, you can't win if you don't play. Now get in! Cheers.